What's going on, everyone? Freddie Smith here. I wanted to talk a little bit about network marketing. Should I join network marketing? I use that as the title because I feel people would be asking that question, should I join network marketing? Where I'm going to basically share with you, should you join network marketing? So maybe you have an opportunity on your lap, or maybe you've hopped on Google and YouTube and you're just trying to find more information if it's a good decision. A quick backstory, 10-second backstory. Alyssa and I, my fiance, were actively building network marketing from early 2014 till about late 2017. I would say almost about 4 years, and we were full-time, meaning real full-time, 8 hours, 10 hours a day of really built an amazing business and have a lot of experience. I'm not biased in any sense. I just kind of want to share with you the not so much pros and cons, but just information so that you can make an educated decision if network marketing is right for you, and depending on what your goal is. So that's why I said, should I join network marketing? It depends. And the reason for that is it depends on your goal and what your expectations are. But first, I want to talk about the good and the bad, because there are going to be people who are believers in the industry like myself who can pinpoint to you all the positives. And we have a way to share with you how to overcome the negatives. But there are pros and cons in that sense, that there are people who like network marketing, there are people who dislike network marketing, and they've had good experiences or bad experience, success stories or horror stories. So I kind of want to break down what that is and why that is. So on the success stories, have there been people for decades and decades and decades and decades making money in network marketing? Absolutely. You can find a product that you like and you can sell it using social media, doing it face to face. When you sell a product, you can make money. If you bring on other distributors, or how we like to look at it, as if you're building a franchise and you have different regional managers and all these different people, and anytime anybody sells a cup of coffee or a water bottle or a cream or a shake or whatever it is, you get a little piece of the pie. And that's just basically how I would explain it to people, that network marketing is essentially like building a franchise. I could have Fred's Burgers, and I'm right here in Los Angeles, California, and it becomes successful. People start to know the name. My Instagram for Fred's Burgers is 250,000. People line up outside Fred's Burgers. I built a brand out of my blood, sweat, and tears from the ground up. And now all of a sudden, someone in Austin, Texas goes, "That was the best burger I've ever had, Freddie. Can I open up a Fred's Burger, use all of your materials, all of your brand, and then you just give me a piece of it, and I'm going to hire people over here, and we're going to sell a bunch of burgers." And I look at myself going, well, if they want to invest the money, if they want to use my recipe, if they want to use everything I've built, and they're going to go sell 1,000 burgers a day, and I get a little piece of that all the way in California, fantastic. Well, then a Fred's Burger can open in Europe, a Fred's Burger can open in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and so on and so forth. That is exactly what network marketing is, except you don't have a physical space. You are just you. You can have your aunt in Wyoming, your friend in Ohio, and anytime someone sells a water bottle or whatever it is, everybody is receiving a piece, as long as the system works in that balance, which someone can actually help you out, because every compensation plan is different. So can people make money? Absolutely. Have people made 6, 7 figures, 8 figures? Absolutely. Have people made absolutely nothing? Absolutely. Here are the reasons that network marketing has a bad taste in some people's mouths. Number one, it's the network marketing community's fault, but it's kind of uncontrollable. That when people get excited, they get into hype mode, where they overpromise, where I'm like, you know what, get started with me. I'm going to help you. You're going to make $1 million. I promise. Look how good this water is. Look how good it tastes. You're going to make money. And it's all about the hype. They don't mean to hurt you, but they're not sharing with you that, yes, that can all happen, but can you comfortably invest $500 without being stressed? Are you willing to work on yourself and read personal development? Are you willing to show up on Mondays to the training? Are you willing to hop on the phone on Tuesday? Are you willing to expose 2 people a day to a product or service? Are you willing to show up once a month on a Super Saturday and learn for 8 hours? Are you willing to go to Nashville, Tennessee this year in 6 months with 10,000 people to the national conference and bring your team with you? Are you willing to try the product? Are you willing to post it on social media every now and then? Not all the time. Are you willing to have patience that this might take 5 years before you start making 700? Are you willing to miss certain things? Are you willing to miss a birthday party 3 years because there's a national convention going going on. Like, all of this stuff is never brought to your attention at the beginning because somebody who just wants to make $500 doesn't want to think about that. So people kind of say, well, let's just see how people do, and maybe in a year from now, they're going to be making money, they're going to be wanting to be there, so their priorities might change or whatever it is, but you're going to have to sacrifice a lot, but it's worth it if you have the right mindset. So another reason that it's bad for some people is that you go in trying to get rich quick. If you're trying to get rich quick and you're coming to this video, should I join network marketing as my get rich quick? It will not work. It will not work. You will not get rich quick. One of the things that I actually have down here on my list is and we'll actually hop into the list here of let me just hop right in because I'm going to start. I could talk for hours about this, but here are 5 things that you should know to answer this question. Should I join network marketing? Here's 5 things you should ask yourself before joining. Number 1, do you like the product or service? 99% of people like the product or service. There are certain people who are so influential, who've been in the industry for 30 years, they could hop into a company, never try the product, and bring millions of people over and make money, but that's a rarity. For the average person who's actually looking at a network marketing opportunity, do you like the product? This is a really good way, and I learned this. Would you spend $100 a month on this product or service if there was zero money attached to it? Would you, the person who is going to invest and to sell this, would you, if there was no money attached, spend $100 a month on this product or service every month in perpetuity? If the answer is no, that's not a good start. If you're going to share a product, you got to love it. And this is what's super interesting. When I was young and I started at 25 in an anti-aging company, I didn't even birth a wrinkle. But I enjoyed the business, making money aspect, helping people aspect, and I used the product, but I wasn't experiencing any kind of wrinkles yet. Now that I'm 31 years old, and funny enough, we built that, mentored, coached, built, traveled, did the work from 2014, 15, and 16 with this anti-aging company. And still to this day, we don't even promote it anymore. We cannot stop using the product. For 6 years almost, 5.5 years, we have used these anti-aging products from this company, and the past 3 years, we haven't even been promoting it. So that kind of happened by accident, but we were with another company for about a month, or for about a year. We did okay, but we used the product during it, but we didn't enjoy the product enough that once we left the company that we continued using it. That's a bad sign. So you need to ask yourself, could you live without this product every single month? Would you spend it if you, quote unquote, air quotes, fail at this in 6 months? Would you stop your auto ship because the product just doesn't mean anything to you? You should love your product, okay? As much as everyone's going to tell you the business, absolutely, but it makes it easier even on yourself if you genuinely love this product, okay? And even that product that we don't use anymore, I did like it at the time, but once the whole smoke settled, I go, I don't really want to use this product. But yet, funny enough, we still use that anti-aging product after 5.5 years because it's awesome. So that's number 2, do you like the person who's sharing this with you? Now, if this person's somebody, and this could be their final thing, maybe they tried 19 things in life, they're the type that's hopping from Bitcoin to sales, to this, to that, to this, to that, to real estate, to bartending, to Uber, to this, to that. I don't want to talk, because I love people who are trying things, but is this person someone who's going to try to get rich quick and is just bringing you in because they're like, let's do this together, and they're going to bail in 2 months? But maybe this is their last stop. So I don't want to deter you if it just took them 19 tries to find the final thing. But just really ask yourself that. Is this person someone you want to follow? Is this person somebody that you feel confident sharing a 22-year relationship friend to put them on the phone with this person to share their story? Or if your friend is just as new as you and you're both just like, this looks great, we want to make some money, but we don't know what the hell we're doing. Is the person who brought that person in cool? Are they a show off? Do they have an ego? Are they spotty? Or are they genuinely nice people that want to help you? So make sure the person bringing you in, or the person somewhere in that lineage, that you need to find someone you connect with, because a lot of people aren't self-starters and you're going to need that community and that push. So do you like the people you're working with is another thing. Number 3, this kind of goes into the, yet again, not pros and cons, but something to think about. If a company is brand new, a year old, 2 years old, and they're just getting started, you're going to hear things like this is a ground floor opportunity, first mover's advantage. There is truth to that. if you get in early on anything, whether it's Amazon or Netflix or a network marketing company or whatever it may be, there is an advantage, because when the masses come in, you could have a first mover's advantage and you can benefit. But if you don't work the business and all these people come in under one of your legs and you don't have a comp plan that rewards that, you could have 3 million people on one of your legs and never build your other one or two and make no money. So you have to understand what first movers means. The other thing with first movers or a company that's brand new is they haven't become established, so you don't know if they're going to actually make it. So that's the other thing. Some people will build a company for a little while and the company will change or go under, or it just hits a big flux and everyone leaves, and it's just really hard to come back from. But that's in any business. You could invest all your money in Amazon and that would never happen. Amazon will go out of business, but there's always risk. But when a company's new, there's just more risk. Hence, there could be more reward. But I would look for a company that's 3 to 5 years, 10 years, 16 years. And some people say, oh, something like Amway or something like some of these companies that are around forever are saturated. Yes, people know, but they also are on point. When you're with a company that already has their customer service, you wait 30 seconds on the phone is a big deal. You'll start to realize that, because when you're in a crunch, you don't want to wait on the phone for 27 minutes to get someone for customer service. The customers in your organization are not going to want to wait 27 minutes. That's something you'll experience with a newer company, maybe. This is all speculative, so disclaimer, okay? Like, I don't know your specific story. I'm just giving you generalizations here just to think about and do your own research with the company and person that you're thinking about joining. A big company is going to have fast shipping. Things are going to work. Things are going to move. The conventions, everything is going to be a smooth oiled machine. So that's something you're going to enjoy being a part of. But if you do take on a newer company and it works, there could be a good reward there. So just look at the company, make sure everything makes sense, and don't always read the 7 blogs of people complaining that it's a scam. There are network marketing scams out there, but most of them are not. Most of them are reputable companies with ordinary people who are just trying to help others make money and share a product, okay? Number 4, you have to be okay knowing you might not make money your first 12 months. That does not mean you're a failure. When you go and watch a presentation and there's someone on stage, and if I ever ran a network marketing company, I would not allow people to share part of their story without the background. Someone will go on stage and go, I became a 6-figure earner in 40 days, and everyone's clapping. That makes people in the back who's brand new feel like crap. They're like, how did you become a 6-figure earner in 40 days? Then later you find out they've been in network marketing for 27 years. So as they continued to build influence over 27 years, when they finally moved to this company, they had 27 years of people in a list this long, just a list of people. They brought over 5,000 people within 2 months. And then some other people will say, well, we have a contract. We're not allowed to bring over 5,000 people. There's a 2-year waiting thing. It doesn't matter. Me and Alyssa had so much influence because we went and spoke on stage. We traveled around. People who weren't in our organization would still come join. People on Facebook, people in the world saw our success. And if we hopped online and said, hey, we're going to do this, we would have people who were showing interest because of the influence we built. That was just in 3-4 years. Imagine someone with 27 years of experience who's been making millions of dollars, and congratulations. But I believe, and who am I, right? But I believe if you were going to be on stage and say that you became a 6-figure earner in 6 months, that you should explain you've been in the industry for 27 years. So the person in the back who just spent their last $500 to come to Missouri and sit there at St. Louis and go, oh my God, I just want to make my money back of $500. And they're sitting there going, oh my gosh, it took that person 27 years to be on that stage. Don't feel bad. You've made $12 in your first 3 months. You should look at your first 12 months. Should I do network marketing? Yes. If you have 12 months of patience to go, I am going to show up, I'm going to do it, and if I don't make a penny, that's okay, I need to learn. Number 5 goes right into this. Do it right. You will fail if you do not commit 100%. That doesn't mean 40 hours a week. That means committing 100% to what you're doing. Number 1, you need to give it a year that if you don't make money, you're not a failure. Believe me, the biggest month we ever had in network marketing was $12,000 in a month, but then it went way down. I would have much rather over 6 years made $10 than $30 than $60 than $90 a month than $150 a month and be here 6 years later with $2,700 a month coming in whether I worked or not than make $2,700 for 6 months and then make nothing. Understand the long game. If you're here to get rich quick, if you're here to change your life, listen, you're going to hear stories. Even Alyssa, after 5 months, she was able to quit her job of 6 years, and her network marketing supported her, and then she moved on to entrepreneurship ever since. It was a success story for Alyssa, but that doesn't always happen. So you have to understand that. Give it 12 months and do it right. Don't half-ass it. Don't make excuses. Learn about entrepreneurship. You're going to have to show up on some weekly training on Zoom or some video. You're going to have to hop on some calls. You're going to have to expose 2 people a day to the product. You're going to have to learn. The reason network marketing also has a bad name is that Susie, who's worked at a bank for 47 years, all of a sudden goes to a party or sees a post on Facebook, spends $500, and now is an entrepreneur and starts posting every day on Facebook about this brand new water that's so good and blah, 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 blah. Relax, Susie. Everyone in your network has known you as this wonderful person who's built her way up in corporate America, has this great job at the bank, and if you want to do a side hustle, that's amazing. But don't stuff it down people's throat on social media. Research, spend the time and money learning this industry correctly. Learn how to market and promote and have patience. Don't rank chase, as exciting as it is. Again, you don't want to have the car for a month and then not have the car. Slowly build it up and to the right. Maybe it's backwards on camera. You know what I mean? Up and to the right. Slowly build it and focus on customers. The recruiting portion will come. Give your customers the experience of a lifetime, and that's what you do. So do it right. You're going to have to go to a Super Saturday or a regional, whatever they call it, once a month on a Saturday. If you're wishy-washy, so will your team, and you're just going to end up wasting your time. Also, dive into personal development. This is the thing I took away, and this is like later on my list. Personal development, it introduced me to reading books and educating myself. I will always be grateful to network marketing because I absolutely love the personal development aspect and the people skills that I gained by talking to thousands of people in those years on the phone. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about empathy. I learned a lot about personal development, and I've taken that with me, my skill set. When I pitch brands now, we know how to write people. We know how to do things because of this industry, because we took it serious. Take your craft seriously in network marketing. If you've never done network marketing before, maybe you just haven't done entrepreneurship before, you will realize how great network marketing really is, because if you had to start your own anti-aging company from your garage, do you realize the amount of money, the regulations, the clinical tests, the patents, like God knows the kind of red tape with putting something on your face, the shipping to different countries, building a website, building a brand, having employees, doing customer service, doing the branding, the packaging, the research, the development of new products. That gives me anxiety. Like, you got to be a passionate person. But if you find an anti-aging company or a protein or a candle, whatever it is, all that work's done for you. The fun part's marketing. When Alyssa and I wrote our book, I loved writing it, but the most fun was marketing it. Figuring out the design of it, that's all tedious. So anyone who's ever been on Shark Tank who's building these companies out of their garage, God bless you. Because if you hopped in network marketing after building a business, you would realize the ease and why it's such a good industry if you find the right product, the right company, the right person, and you're in it for the right reasons, and you build it like a professional. Look at this as a long-term thing. The next 15 years are going to go by whether you're doing it or not. So if you're really considering joining and you really like the product and you really like your friend and your mentors and everything's lined up, commit but to yourself, and you are going to have days that you're going to want to quit, and don't. That is just entrepreneurship. That is not network marketing. Building success, you're going to have people who are going to push you back, the naysayers. That's in anything. Try to go join a band and be a musician or a magician or be a world-renowned doctor or be a tennis player or a network marketer or build your next vegan cookie brand. You are going to get people who are going to shit all over you because that is just the nature, unfortunately, of some human beings. It's not network marketing. It's just network marketing, entrepreneurship, success, bettering yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone. That comes with the territory. I thought it might have just been network marketing because I never did anything before that. But once I started building businesses on my own, I understood that's just the roadblocks of entrepreneurship in general. It's hard and it's supposed to be. That's why only 1% of people in America make $400,000 a year. It's supposed to be hard. So when you hear these stories of people making $700,000, $800,000, $2.2 million a year, it's supposed to be hard. That's the whole thing. So have patience, have fun, and enjoy yourself. The last thing, and I kind of just wrapped all this up, is these are the three things too that you're going to enjoy from it. If you take the finance gains out of it, you're going to make money doing the right things if you put in the work and you grow. But number one is focus on the people skills that you're going to gain. You're going to be able to take how we did. When we pitch brands, that we know how to write them, and we understand when we get pitched on Instagram or for people, they do it poorly, and it's not their fault. They're just not educated. Learn the people skills, how to talk with people, to understand body language. You're going to learn sales and marketing, and even if you don't make a dime, you're going to benefit from the people skills and understanding entrepreneurship for $500. If you look at that way, if you go to business school, they can teach you stuff, but being in the field, having someone on the phone that you're explaining to, or having somebody hang up on you, or having to walk up with sweaty pits and go speak on stage where your voice is cracking because you're terrified of public speaking, but after 2 years you're a pro on stage, all of that speaking on stage, all of that talking on the phone, all of those pitch meetings, all of those Zoom things is how we got good in front of the camera, and it helped me in my acting career. It's just I've been on camera and in front of people for so many years now that it comes naturally. But when I first got on stage to speak, I was sweaty, I was nervous. Anyone who knows this, you kind of go deaf. Like it feels like you're wearing like earmuffs. Like you're so nervous you can barely hear yourself talk. But it helps you get out of your comfort zone, which will impact other parts of your life. It'll teach you to learn a system and stick to the system. Every company has a system. Whatever you think you're going to do won't work. And me and Alyssa are creative, and we're in the industry of entertainment, so we're going to make better videos, and we're going to do this, and we've done it all. And some of it worked, some of it didn't. It's much easier because of duplication, and I don't want to go into a network marketing training video here, but you want to stick to a system so that anyone who joins your umbrella can have the same system. If you're making your own videos, doing your own thing, it's eventually going to hit a wall and it's going to collapse. You want to stick to the system that these people in charge have created and kept a business successful for many years. And number three, the person you become in the process is going to be worth the $100, $500, or $5,000 investment and $100 a month, whatever it is. The 2 conventions a year, that's usually in Dallas, Texas, or in like St. Louis, Missouri, or in San Jose, California, or Fort Lauderdale, Florida, wherever they have these, Nashville, Tennessee, the person you become. And don't ever look at this as a failure. If you get in and you end up not liking it and you end up quitting, you got $500 of a service or product. Enjoy it. Learn from the lessons, but just know going in, it's like anything else in the world. It's going to take hard work. You're going to learn. You're going to have pushback. You're going to have failures. You're going to have wins. You're going to have success in all different levels. So go in with an open mind and you'll be fine. So with all of this, take this into consideration when picking if you want to go into it. I don't think it can hurt to go in as long as you understand what you're doing and you're willing to learn. So do your own research. I don't know your particular story. I don't know your particular company. I'm just telling you from my personal experiences, the ups and downs, but I am a fan of network marketing. And if you're thinking about doing it, if you're going to do it, as Eric Worre says, be a professional. So thank you for listening, and I hope this helps be able to swirl some things around and help you make a decision if network marketing is right for you. Have a good one, everyone.